course software you use really matters in determining how well you can scale your business. I would know I started out on Teachable and outgrew it and then painstakingly switched over to Kajabi. So if you're doing loads of research on Kajabi right now, trying to decide if it's the perfect fit for you, today I'm gonna share with you the 10 things that you need to know before you buy it in 2025 so that you can know for sure if it's a good fit for you or not. Are you ready? Let's dive in. What's up, it's Danie. Just a heads up, I have an extended 30-day trial to Kajabi if you want to check it out that comes with immediate access to my 0 to 10K course roadmap that teaches you how to make your first $10,000 in course sales. So be sure to check that out. The first thing that you need to know about Kajabi in 2025 is pricing. Kajabi recently introduced a new plan that makes it more accessible than ever. So before, I used to say, like in last year's video, Kajabi's pricing is oof, it can be quite steep. But now they make it very easy if you're a total beginner and you don't have a lot of money to invest in course software to be able to use Kajabi. So if we look at their plans, you'll see they now have a Kickstarter plan that allows you to have one product, and it's just $55 a month if you buy it annually, or if you go monthly, it's $69 a month, which makes it super competitive when compared to other course softwares. Now, they didn't have this when I first started out, and so I started on Teachable because they had a free plan. Like I said, I outgrew it. And so then Kajabi had the things that I needed. I switched over to Kajabi and it took me so long. I ended up paying for 2 softwares while trying to switch over. So all that to say, if you're looking for a more inexpensive plan, this is a great plan to start on. If you don't have a lot of capital, you can get one product, you can sell that product or course, you can make some money, and then boom, when you're ready to scale up to their basic or growth plan, you can. And for me personally, I'm on the growth plan and I love it. It has everything I need, would highly recommend, but that Kickstarter plan is new and definitely something worth checking out. The second thing to know about Kajabi before you buy is their new features, and they have 2 new features. So if we go into Kajabi's website, you can see here that there are different products. So Kajabi is an all-in-one course software, so you can have your course, coaching, community, podcast, newsletter, downloads, all the things, but 2 of these are new. So the newsletter and downloads are new products that Kajabi is currently offering. So let's start off with downloads. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't love this update with Kajabi. This is a little controversial, so let me take you through it. With Kajabi, they limit the amount of products you can have with the specific plan that you're on. So with basic, you get 3, growth, you get 15. If you do this new download option, that counts as a product. Let's look at the back end. So you can see with the downloads feature, you can add multiple files. You can make everything look very streamlined. It's gonna set up a downloads funnel for you very easily. But here's a quick tip. If you are selling low cost, smaller digital downloads or freebies, I recommend to just skip this downloads feature and just create a landing page with an offer and a checkout. You can then just automate and send them an email to be able to download that opt-in, or you can even just automate once they hit the payment, you can directly link them to the download as well. I actually do both. I automate with the email and I give it to them right away when they hit submit on the payment. When you set up like this, you can have unlimited offers, so you can have unlimited downloads without actually using the downloads product like you see in the corner here. If you want to see how I do this step by step, I have a tutorial right here on digital products that I highly recommend that you check out. If you do it the way that I explained here, you're not using a product slot and it makes it just a little bit more flexible and it still looks great. So like I said, while it's a new feature, I don't necessarily recommend using it unless it's a high ticket offer that you want to look really crisp and it's got a bunch of downloads in it, then I think it's worth it. For me, even on the growth plan of Kajabi, I have, I think actually only like 8 products that I use, and I have up to 15. I don't see myself ever going up to that 15 mark. I think most solopreneurs are probably gonna be on the basic or growth plan where you have a course, coaching, and community, and really like 3 main products, and then maybe like a newsletter and a podcast, some additional things here and there. Now let's dive into Kajabi's other new feature, which is newsletter. And this is one that I'm super excited about actually. When they first came out with it, I deep dived into it and thought, gosh, maybe I need to be building up a newsletter, and Kajabi makes it so easy. You can set up a newsletter that's either paid or free or has both, and allows you to build up your email list and also passive income at the same time. Really cool. You can see here, you can create a newsletter where people have to subscribe to read it or they have to pay to read it. It's incredible. I have a whole tutorial that you can watch right here. I will link it in the cards and in the description down below. But this new feature, if you've been wanting to build out a newsletter, makes it so easy. Definitely check out the tutorial. The fourth thing you have to know about Kajabi before buying it is Kajabi has done massive updates to their community feature. Now, we all know that communities are becoming massive more than ever. I think with AI, people are really craving community and authentic connection. And so making sure the course software that you buy has a solid community feature, I think is huge. Now, with Kajabi's new updates, you can create circles to segment your customers into more specific groups. You can host meetups and live rooms. You can also create challenges and check-ins that really foster community. In their new community feature, you can do things like host live Q&As directly within your community. Or you can run a week-long accountability challenge. These updates really allow more collaboration, more engagement between the different people within your community. Very helpful. Now, the update I think that is the most helpful though is you can now integrate your communities in your courses. Students can now access a dedicated space for discussion, questions, and collaboration related to your course content. You can now embed community circles directly into your course. Along with that, Kajabi also has an app where your students can access your course content and community all in one place. Now, this is in Kajabi's app, not your own branded app, and we'll get into having your own branded app in just a second here. Now, the fifth thing that you need to know about Kajabi before buying it has to do with payments. Kajabi recently came out with their own payment system, Kajabi Payments, and it's awesome. It's very similar to Stripe, especially in terms of like the processing fee. It's competitive. I think it's the same, but what's really nice is, huzzah, it can collect sales tax for you if that's something that you need. With Kajabi Payments, of course, your customers can check out with debit card or credit card, but also they can use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, and it has even QuickBook integrations. What's really cool about things like Afterpay and Klarna, and I know specifically with Afterpay, is it allows your customers to break up payments, but you get paid in full, and then they take over getting the payments from your customers. So of course, you could create your own payment plan within Kajabi, and then you just have to wait for the payments from your customers. But if you wanted to get paid in full right away, you could do that with Afterpay, and then they take care of getting your customers' payments. Now, of course, if you do that, that has a higher transaction fee, but I don't know, it's super worth it if you have a lot of clients that go into your payment plan and then dip out, which I've had happen to me multiple times. So it definitely could be something good to offer, and you can now do that with Kajabi Payments. Also, the sales tax thing is awesome. I'll add more information about it in the description. If you send me sales tax questions, which I get a decent amount, I cannot answer your sales tax questions. I am so sorry. You should talk to a tax accountant or read those articles. They are gonna be way more helpful on that than I will be. But I appreciate the trust in me about those questions, but can't do it. The sixth thing that you need to know about Kajabi before purchasing is that you can now send invoices with Kajabi. This is so helpful, and this is something that they now allow you to do because so many Kajabi users like me pushed for it, and they're very good if they get recommendations to add in things. Like, I think Kajabi is such a cutting edge course software because they really take to heart and care about what their customers want. And invoices is a direct example of that. In order to do this, you just go to sales, you hit invoices, you add the customer you want to send it to, you create or add the offer, add the price, add the due date, and then you send it off. It's as easy as that. The seventh thing you need to know about Kajabi before you buy is their AI. I think it's really important in 2025 to look at how well your course software is using AI and helping you in making course creation that much easier. Now, I think Kajabi is like one of the top 3 in AI. I don't think it's the number 1. I think probably right now, like LearnWorlds and Thinkific have slightly better AI, but Kajabi is definitely up there. Kajabi's AI is called AMA, and it makes building out your course so much faster. You can see here, if you keep this toggle on when you are building out your course, it's going to automatically outline your course for you. It will create your first course modules, and it'll create an offer page for you, and it will even write out your first promo email. Like I said, I don't think Kajabi is the number 1 when it comes to AI in terms of course software, but it's definitely up there, and its other features make up for it, where I still think that it makes it top of the list for me. If you do want to see a back end of the AI of different course softwares that I review for 2025, check out this video. Now, the 8th thing that you need to know about Kajabi before you buy it is Kajabi's Creator Studio. Creator Studio promises that it can take one piece of long form content and turn it into 40 types of content, from social media posts to videos, blog posts, emails, mini courses, without any design experience necessary. And it also comes with Adobe Express to help you edit things and tweak them to make them perfect for your marketing materials. Now, I was really excited about Creator Studio and had a lot of people actually asking me to make a video on it. And so I dove into it and I wasn't the most impressed. I feel like it needs a little bit of work. It will work for you if you know how to use it correctly. So I guess I should make a video on it. What I have found is if I put a long form video into it, the short videos that it creates, they never quite make sense. It doesn't do a good job of like cutting the video into good parts. But to be honest, I haven't found really any video softwares that do a good job of taking long form content and having AI be good enough and to put them in shorts that really make sense. You're always gonna have to tweak those things, at least with AI right now. But I have found Creator Studio is really helpful. If you can take a video, you can get subtitles for it, take those subtitles and pull it into ChatGPT. I pay for ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT like the 4.0 one, and then I ask it to repurpose that into a newsletter or blog post. That's very helpful. Also, if you were to do any sort of like long workshop, Creator Studio can take a workshop that you've done in Kajabi or somewhere else, you could upload it and turn it into a mini course for you. That's super cool. So while I feel like the marketing materials sometimes need a little bit of work, using the subtitles and using like long workshops for mini courses is where right now it seems to shine. If you want me to go more in detail on Creator Studio, let me know in the comments and I will make a video on it. The 9th thing you need to know about Kajabi before you purchase it is now you can create your own branded app in Kajabi. This is an awesome feature if you have a big audience and a little bit of a bigger budget. Having your own branded app is definitely expensive. You can see the pricing here, but this pricing is really comparable with any other branded app software out there. It's really expensive to have your own app. That's what I found. So even if you compared it to something like Uscreen, I think Uscreen is more expensive than Kajabi's app, or maybe they're about the same. You can see here, you can create an incredible looking app so easily, create in-app purchases, send push notifications to your audience. Your audience can go through your course in the app, access your community, attend meetups, complete challenges, access one-on-one coaching, and so much more. So if that's something you're interested in, know that Kajabi can offer it to you. What's so wonderful about Kajabi is they have something like that Kickstarter plan all the way up to having a branded app. It's a software that you can really scale a business with. I'm obsessed. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, the 10th thing you need to know about Kajabi before buying it, and this is very important, is that their email marketing is everything you need. I get asked about their email marketing a lot. For me personally, I came from ConvertKit. I do not like ConvertKit, but I came from ConvertKit. And that's one of those things I feel like so many people pushed, and the reality was it just like wasn't that good and it was overly expensive. Anyway, I digress. Came from ConvertKit, and Kajabi does everything that I did in ConvertKit, but it's much more user-friendly. Kajabi also having email marketing within its software is going to save you anywhere from like $30 to $160 a month not having to pay for it. So very helpful there. You can see here, Kajabi allows you to make beautiful emails. You can choose from templates, or you can just create your own from scratch. You can pick the custom segment of audience that you want to send it to, and then you can add in videos, GIFs, buttons, and more. There's lots of options to make your email engaging and beautiful. Just recently, Kajabi has now introduced A/B testing in their emails. So you can try different subjects, preview text, and email copy. Then you can pick the percentage of recipients to include in the test. And then depending on what does best, the winner will automatically be sent to the remaining recipients. With Kajabi's email marketing, you can also create email sequences or funnels that are triggered by an automation, like someone downloading one of your ebooks. And a bonus 11th thing that you should know about Kajabi that I didn't mention is you can upsell and downsell within your offers. And this has been so huge for me. This isn't something new. They've had it for, I think, at least a couple of years, but it's really allowed me to make way more. I feel like even double my sales, because when I have people check out for my courses, I'll add an upsell if people want to buy a call with me, which I highly recommend you do if you want to offer like one-on-one calls, or you could offer an extra template or an extra strategy, whatever. If you have that upsell, upsell where you can mark here on your offer page. It is like one of my favorite features. I definitely recommend to use it. And this is something that not a lot of other course softwares do offer, and it can make such a difference in your income. All in all, I believe Kajabi is the best course software out there if you're looking for something to really scale your business with. And you're like me, you like to have multiple things going on in your business. You want to be able to have a coaching program and your email software in one place. You are wanting to have a newsletter. You want to maybe have a podcast. You want a place where you can do all the things for one solid price. And I will say, if you're like me, if you end up buying Kajabi, you're going to save money in the long run from having to pay for all of the different things to do all the things if you pick something where you have to have your own separate email software and course software and website. Kajabi really takes away all of the stress and puts it all into one really awesome powerhouse software. And like I said, if you have recommendations, they really will listen to you and add those things in if enough of their users recommend for them to. I hope that learning these 10 things was really helpful and insightful for you to see if Kajabi is the right fit for you. If you still want to see more of the back end of Kajabi, I recommend that you watch this tutorial for beginners. It's going to be really helpful in just setting up your first course and all of the things. Be sure to use that extended 30-day trial, and don't forget that gives you immediate access to the 0 to 10K course roadmap. If this video was helpful for you, it's so helpful for me if you give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Bye.